I just wanted to make this quick video because I watched a couple videos just now. It just left me dumbfounded. I won't say this YouTuber's name, but he made a video basically about the Academy Awards, talking about how the board members are mostly white, over 90% white, and only like 2% black. And he's talking about Jada Pinkett. He agreed with her decision to not attend the Academy Awards, and agreed with the things she said in that video, which I'm sure everybody heard, that we need our own this, our own that, which I agree with. And he made a follow-up video after an article surfaced, I believe it was on the New York Times, where they said that they're going to increase the minority board members by 2020. They said they were going to double it by 2020. And this guy, he was happy about it. I mean, he spoke about it as if he was, satisfied. He said, and I quote, "It was a noble goal." And I'm scratching my head like, really? They're going to increase it from 2% to 4%. Big deal. It's still 96% white or only 4% black. There's some small Latino population, but the black and Latino members, they're going to march to the beat of the white drum, right? Those are basically white black people. And I can tell you, even if it was 50% black, I believe that they would march to the beat of the white drum, right? I really don't think it would make a difference. And 4% definitely won't make a difference. So I don't, it just struck me how easy it is to satisfy black people. Any gesture that, white people or some white institution makes to try to appease black people, to make it sound good. Oh, we're going to double, the black membership, as if double is usually a big thing. But it's only 2% to begin with. You're going from 2 to 4%. Even if it was 4% to begin with, hey, triple it, quadruple it. Hell, you still ain't even at 10% yet. So I just had to question that. I'm always reminded of black people and how easy it is for them to be satisfied, because this whole situation with the Academy Awards has been just another journey of black people's Stockholm syndrome. The same mentality that's going into speaking out against the Academy Awards, in my opinion, is the same mentality that went into the civil rights movement, marching for integration, doing sit-ins, which was basically a movement of black people expressing how much they wanted to be accepted and acknowledged by white folk, which is basically what the objection to not having blacks in the Academy Awards nominated is all about. Black people are complaining because white folks are not acknowledging us. It was the same thing during the civil rights movement, right? During sit-ins, we wanted them to acknowledge us. And that's a pathetic, sad, embarrassing, very shameful type of behavior related to black people's Stockholm syndrome, and we need to really snap out of it. I don't think we will. I think black people are a lost cause because they're not showing any progress in their mentality. Here in 2016, they are just a refined version of what they always have been: mental slaves. They still have not gotten over their desire to be recognized and loved by the people who rule over them. And if you think about it, if you have to ask them to include you, and they finally do include you to appease you, then that means when you get awarded, you're not being awarded for your performance or for your talent. You're just being awarded because you begged them to include you. That's not true appreciation. Why do you want people to pretend like they appreciate you? to pretend to like you. And that's enough for black people. That's enough to make them happy. If the people who rule over them just pretend, and they know that the people are just pretending, what kind of gratification do you get in that? You know, you begging a person to be your friend and say, okay, look, I'll be your friend. Just stop begging me, okay? And you're happy about that. Think of how sad and destroyed that person must be in their mind to accept that and want that and be content with that. And this is black people with the Academy Awards. If they do finally start including you and nominating you, it's going to be fake. They're going to just be pretending to appreciate your performance. And they're going to still award white folk. Now you look at the people who have been awarded in the Academy Awards. It's usually for projecting a negative stereotype about black people. So why do you want to continue to get nominated by this white Academy Award? I mean, when they do give you an award or nominate you, it still reflects the fact that it is a white award show, because it's, you know, awarding roles that reinforce negative stereotypes. So in that regard, they're doing you a favor by not including you, right? You should be happy that there are no black people being nominated. It's not, you're not supposed to look at it as being looked past by white folk. It's the same mentality that went into marching for integration. Look, if these people over here don't want me over there, guess what? I don't want to be over there. The last thing I'm gonna do is try to force my presence onto those people. I'm gonna come over here. Y'all accept me. I'm a human being too. As if these people's approval of me defines my manhood and personhood. You know, defines the quality of my existence. Why are y'all putting so much value in white people's stamp of approval on you? That is all this is about. And it is pathetic. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I didn't make no video about the Academy Awards because, like I said, it's just another embarrassing, moment for black people. And it happens times just like with these marches. Hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe, or whatever kind of protest they got going on. It is Black Lives Matter. It is ridiculous. Steadily marching, protesting, trying to be heard, trying to be recognized, begging the people who rule over us to treat them better. Y'all should be marching for segregation. That's what you need to be marching for. Right? You should be marching to change the laws, to re-institutionalize Jim Crow. That's what you need to be marching for, because that is when black people were at their best. Because you're just like a bunch of kids. Black people in America are like a bunch of children, and you don't grow up and you don't flourish until you're kicked out of the home. And that is what happened during Jim Crow. They kicked you out of the home. And you realized that you had to be more responsible. And when you integrated back with them, it was just going back on the plantation. That's what integration was all about. You were integrated with them under slavery. That was a form of integration. And when you segregated from them, your money started to generate and flow through your own hands. And they realized, hey, black people's existence is not being used to maximize our quality of life. Let's reintegrate. And now yo ain't shit flowing back through black hands no more, because you're back in slavery. Now your existence, just like it was during slavery, is primarily used to enhance the quality of life for white folk. You Negroes really need to snap out of it. I need to make a whole channel supporting the reinstitutionalization of segregation. I think I might do that. So definitely stay tuned.